starting it now. And there it is.
Hi.
Hangout on Air is live. Hooray!
Heck yeah.
Question.
Answer.
Do you guys want to pick up exactly where we left off?
With Kirei alone in her room crying and us doing God knows what. Trying to pretend like she's not alone in her room crying, I guess.
You probably don't know she's awake yet, but
and picking up with you guys possibly checking in on her while she's alone in her room crying, or do we skip ahead in time?
How far ahead?
Like a day.
The only thing I can think to cover is when we check in on her.
Yeah, I mean, I guess here's the question: the way I see it, it's basically, how long before you check in on her? Are you gonna wait a little while, or are you
we
check
gonna
on her
wait
while
until she comes out?
Basically, are you gonna wait?
Can't
You locked her
we
in.
locked her.
I mean, Kira hasn't come out of her room in a while. That's weird.
I mean, shit, that's our fault.
You told me to lock the fucking. Never mind.
But yeah, basically, are you gonna wait more than like an hour? Are you gonna wait like fairly shortly? You're gonna wait like an hour or two at least before you go check on her.
I'd say an hour or two at least.
No, definitely.
Then I will say that she is probably no longer sobbing in a corner by the time you guys unlock
the door. Like what state is Kirei in by the time?
Do we flip a coin to see who goes in first?
I'm going in first.
Okay.
Sissy.
She's probably just sitting on the bed, kind of staring at the wall.
Yeah, Bianto will get a glass of water before he goes in. Kind of knocks on the door. Kiri, you awake?
I am.
All right. You'll kind of unlock the door. Glance back at MT. Right. Well, here we go.
Colin is leaving you guys to this. He doesn't know Kiri as well as you guys do, and
he's the real sissy.
He's mostly relying on you guys to go to understand what's happening, so that you can go tell him what the fuck just happened.
He's gonna hang back because he's the one that's gonna have to save the day if Kirei flips out again now.
Oh god, no.
In space.
I mean,
in space.
Like, he's hanging back, but to be sure, he has his sword on his back.
Right.
Like he has not set it, but put it in his side of the armory.
Like I assume he's got an entire side just to himself. It's one sword. It's my side of the armory.
It's a very small part of the armory. It's just his sword.
It's a 5-sided armory. Okay, cool. Yeah. And so we'll walk in and very awkwardly offer the glass. How you feeling?
That is a difficult question to answer. She will take the glass of water.
It's probably the only question I could probably think of, to be honest. Do you mind if I sit?
Go ahead.
Thanks. You'll sit down. I'm assuming like it's a bunk room, isn't it? So there's probably other bunks. Yep.
Yeah, there are approximately 4 beds.
That's what I was
thinking.
thinking.
There are 2 bunks.
I was like, we couldn't have just left it overnight, otherwise we'd have to not go to sleep. But anyway, yeah, he'll sit opposite her. So, nobody's angry at you, and nobody's outwardly freaking out, best I can tell. I know I don't feel mad, because I'm almost positive that wasn't you doing that.
I wonder. It might be more accurate to say that was me. Perhaps the real me.
I don't think that's true, but I can't tell you where you are.
It is just a theory.
And now, do you feel it at all? Or
No. I don't. It is back to normal. I do not feel much of anything. Small pangs.
all right. Well, there's not much we can really do here. I want to look. Yeah.
You have not asked for an explanation.
Could you give me one?
I can give you a theory.
If you want to give me a theory, then sure. But I won't demand an explanation from you.
I believe that if anyone were in a position to demand an explanation, it would be you. I do not believe we have talked much about our experiences aboard the Zaramun 10.
Well, I mean, honestly, could you blame us?
I cannot.
Well, the kind of thing you bring up in polite conversation. I know bad things happen to both of us. They happen to everyone.
Yes. But when the accident happened, many resisted. They did their best to survive, did their best to keep their consciences clean when they could, but they did what they had to. Were I to guess, I would suspect that you were one of these people.
You won't be far wrong.
However, I was one of the ones that gave in. I lost control. I embraced it. I don't remember it very clearly. It comes in dreams, impressions, more than anything. But I know that I was a very scary person then. And at some point, that stopped. And I became like I am now. Were I to guess, I would suspect that my connection with the void amplified my emotions, or something to that effect. And so I cut myself off from them. I could not say for certain, but it is the best theory I have. When we fought Kaite, I attempted to call upon the void more so than normal. I believed that after all my training I could handle it. But I was mistaken. It would seem I reverted. So it would not be inaccurate to say that that was the real Kirei Honor. I am merely what's left.
Yanto's face is just... It's hard to describe, but all the blood's kind of gone from it. This changed us all. And okay, you can say whatever you like about yourself. I promised myself I wouldn't push anything on you, but this is you. You are the person you allow yourself to be. And the Kerry I know isn't what was back there. Can I be honest with you for a second?
Of course.
I wish I was like you. If anything, almost more so now. Because you gave in. Because you had to. Because you just couldn't keep going. However, for whatever reason, it happened. And it changed you. And it is a separate part of you. Don't ever feel like it is something intrinsically linked into you, because it is a wholly other thing. Things I've done are me. Utterly me. I have no excuses. I have no way of rationalizing them other than I saw that things were bad and I just chose rage and I chose to lash out. You have nothing to feel guilty about, because next to me, you are innocent in every way that counts. I'm a fucking monster.
You are not.
I killed my parents. I killed a colony full of innocent people. I lashed out at that fucking czar lunatic, even though it put everyone else in danger. Because there's this knot inside me that just forms a fist and wants to lash out at everything. And that's not the void talking. I wish it was, because then I could fucking blame it on that. So please, just...
Yanto.
Yeah.
You lash out because you care. You feel for other people strongly. And when people you care about get hurt, that affects you. I will not say you haven't made mistakes or done terrible things. We all have. But you... even when you are making a mistake, you are still you. You are looking out for others still. If you want complete honesty, as of late, I often find myself wishing I was more like you. I wish I could feel like a normal person, not only in minuscule amounts or extremes. When I see you and MT and Colin, you're all alive on a day-to-day way, in a way that it often feels like I am not. You are no worse than I am, Yanto.
God damn it. Jens just kind of rubs his eyes. I really wish this could. I just. I don't know anymore. I really wish I knew what to say. I don't, because I'm a fucking dumbass. So, I'm just going to be here for you. Okay, Kerry? No matter what. No matter how bad about you, no matter how you feel about yourself, I'll always think the world of you.
Even if I attack you, lose control,
Yes. No question. You see, that's the thing. It's very easy to get me angry. But I've never been able to hate. I can never hate you.
I do not understand.
Motherfucker, we're teenagers. What are you trying to understand? My emotions are all over the place on a daily basis. So I take solace in the constants.
How you can have I can put my faith in you. I know that you would not hurt me. How can you put your faith in me when I have hurt you?
I said that before. That the person that attacked me was not you. I don't care what you think. To me, the girl sitting in front of me is Kiri Anor. The one and only. Weird? Yes. Blindside you with weird propositions? Certainly. But there is no other way for me to see you other than that. Please just allow someone to love you.
Um Her eyes kind of widen, and then her face starts tinging red a little bit, and she kind of looks around and
Yeah, just kind of looks around for a second, looking a bit confused.
You
Twix.
see that MT is cleaning the room.
she's no
Like she's there, but it's like you can see in the chat right there. She's cleaning the room.
I mean, Kiri's looking around, and it becomes, well, I guess she's the kind of person to just say it. It seems it is my turn to be at a loss for words.
Wait, did I say? No, God damn it! Of all the 4-letter words to use, that's the one I. Okay, now
I am not displeased. I just
yeah.
I am. I am unsure that I can reciprocate that feeling as strongly. However, it is possible that some part of it is there.
Okay, that's good.
To be sure, this is feelings are not an area where I have much expertise.
No, I totally get that. I'm not. I've never demand anything of you. Okay, that came across really intense, didn't it? I really like you, Kerry. I really, really like you. I just don't want to. I don't want love to come off that like really intense. I'm not getting crazy heavy or anything. Literally, you are the person I trust the most. Sorry, MT. I know you're sorry. Just thank you, by the way. I really should learn how to fold a fucking bedsheet.
She's not really paying attention.
Oh God, no. I fucked this up. I fucked it up hard.
Why do you believe that?
Because I came in here to tell you that everything was going to be okay and that nothing had changed and that we were all going to be here for you. And somehow I got here. And I'm really sorry for throwing that at you because holy shit, what the fuck am I doing? And why am I still talking? Shut up, me.
I do believe that you also could use some more experience with emotions, as I do not think it takes much logic to see that something like that would make a person feel much better than insisting that you are the worst, that you are a worse person.
God damn it. All right, fine. Oh, so can we I don't want to feel like I'm dumping this, but can we do this in a while after I've banged my head against the bulkhead for like 10 straight minutes?
I feel as that is unwise.
I mean, I can panel beat it back. It's not going to leave like a lasting dent.
That is not what I am concerned about.
Come on. It's me. Blockhead. Got a skull like a block. Okay, I should probably stop banging my head that much. I'm having difficulty forming cognitive proper sentences.
MT.
Hmm?
Are you willing to trust me?
I don't have anybody else.
Yanto's position he has made known, but I would understand if you and Colin wished me gone.
This is your ship.
I feel as though there has been some misunderstanding. I am not in charge.
You were still here first, before me.
As far as I've ever seen it, it's not really a case of finders keepers with this kind of stuff.
Look,
The point I am trying to make is that
Also, to be fair, the original owner of the ship is dead.
yeah, she's not going to bring that up because there's already been enough emotional trauma discussed.
there's some
today.
heavy air, yeah.
In the last few minutes. Instead, she's going to say, Kaite did make a fair point. You follow us around and we put you in danger. You do have a say in what happens to you if you do not want to be around someone who may attack you if something goes wrong. That would be understandable.
I know I say a lot that I wouldn't have anywhere else to go, and that makes it kind of sound like I am here against my will. But when I say that, I don't mean it like that. I mean it in the way that I don't know about anything out there. And you two, despite everything, let me stay with you. You don't have to keep me around either. You could have dropped me off anywhere in this whole universe. Found anyone else. But you put up with me. You teach me. And so, I'm here. I trust you. Not because I don't think there's any other option, but because it's just what I think I have to do. Shrug.
Kirei looks pensive and then she turns her head towards the door. Colin, you are listening, are you not?
I've been listening this whole time.
And what would you say? I betrayed the Silver Emissaries.
He steps in, sword on his back, arms over his chest. Just don't make me have to stab you again.
Again.
It's not pleasant fighting another Tenno.
Indeed, it is not. Then, if you would allow me to stay, I hope I can put my faith in you. These two seem very sentimental. I am not sure they will behave rationally if something like that were to happen again.
I'd kick your ass.
I'd kick your ass.
I'd kick both your asses.
I'd kick everyone's ass. I'd make additional asses in the fabricator just so I could kick them.
As my
I mean-
point is made,
Kirei,
yes,
if it happens again, I'll run you through again. But I won't like it. And I won't be pleased. And I won't be light-hearted and jovial like I normally am. Like I'm not right now.
then I will try to ensure that you do not need to again.
I can take that. I can accept that. He nods his head.
Well, I appreciate how this heartfelt discussion has ended with a mutual agreement to beat the fuck out of each other.
And, he turns and leaves. He's not exactly... Like, obviously, he'll need a moment to get back into being...
He's uncomfortable with the whole idea.
Yeah, he'll need a moment to go back to being a lighthearted, jokey Irish kid. Last time he ran an ally through, it was a means to escape said ally.
Is that what happened with the Tsar? That's right. He did say something to that effect.
He stabbed him
He just
right
did
in the back.
back, literally.
Well, look, I'm going to have to start getting to work on finding this antenna thing.
Kirei hasn't told you about that. She's actually the only one who knows.
Fuck, okay.
I'll
I'll go watch my fucking videos.
Well, what do we do next?
I did learn something from the tower. It had been communicating with somewhere on Lua, a similar tower, I suspect. That is most strange.
I think this is probably a way of communicating with maybe the rogues.
It is possible. If it was his doing, it is also possible that being Orokin technology, that it was related to some other function of the tower.
In which case, what do you think the odds are he tried to send some people over there to access it?
Fairly high. He is a treasure hunter. If he knew of another similar place, no doubt he would try and investigate it.
Great. Well, I suppose that's our next port of call.
We may have the advantage here. It did not seem like he had a spaceship anymore.
Well, that's something.
I
Man.
think for now I should leave more of the major decision making to you all.
I mean, it's your call at the end of the day.
That is what I am saying. I am not fit to be a leader. I never was.
Well, if no one wants to make a decision, I'll make one. If you're feeling up to it, I think we should do it. I think we should check it out. Maybe doing something will kind of, I don't know, take our minds off of all this. Rather than just sit around.
Very well.
I guess MT is noticeably fidgety when things are uncomfortable because the whole damn room is clean now.
So are you guys going to depart now or wait a night?
I'll probably give it a night to make sure the Warframes have had a decent amount of time to repair.
Also, Kirei may be up and about, but she still seems fairly exhausted.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and heal a die to all of your Warframes, as it's pretty late right now. And you're all probably quite tired.
Yeah, like Yanta's gonna
Pretty easily put the orbiter in orbit of Lua.
One die to each location, or just the...
Just one die to whatever location you want.
Okay. Excalibur's still kind of fucked. Not like that bad, but he's still missing a couple die.
What were you going to say, Luke?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, Yanto, if they are taking the evening to properly rest up, then Yanto's going to spend some time over the Fabba trying to make something nice, just for a meal.
Fair enough. Do you make a nice dinner for everybody?
Yeah, he's going to try to remember how he does certain things. It's like, right, I did this, and it's that. What's a tisp? The fuck's a tisp?
Teaspoon.
Oh. All right. Now, what the fuck's a teaspoon? No, wait. No, I know that one. I know that one.
Teaspoon for tea.
Okay.
I don't know 90% of things in this universe, but I do know what a teaspoon is.
For an amnesiac, you've got an alarmingly astute memory for pointless fucking details.
A couple of weird things carried over, okay? I'm pretty sure I wasn't born 2 weeks ago.
You were a snarky tea drinker in a previous life. Got
It's
it.
delicious.
Notably, when Kirei leaves the room, Titania, as a small Titania, immediately hides behind Yanto.
Yeah. We need to work on that as well, don't we?
Basically buries herself in his hood.
How do you do a trust fall with a Warframe that flies?
You do more of a trust catch. Little net.
She pinches you when you talk about catching her in a net.
Ow! Okay, I get it.
She doesn't like being caught in a net.
I'm impressed how you can both be so cute and so goddamn infuriating. Why are all the women in my life both cute and frustrating? Swear to God.
I could say the same about you.
I'm one of a kind. No, I'm joking. I'm fucking garbage.
However, notably, Trinity does put a hand on Kirei's shoulder.
Aww.
She seems surprised by this and kind of looks at her.
And she just kind of tilts her head to the side, and like lifts her hand to like stroke your hair, like kind of reassuringly.
I will be meditating until we get there.
Sure. I'll give you a knock when food's ready.
Yeah, she'll return to the bunk room.
If you allow it, Trinity will return with you and meditate nearby.
Yes, she will allow that.
She can kind of sense that something's wrong with you, and is like trying to be there for you.
She is fighting not being guilty enough that it blows up on her.
When Kira leaves the room, however, Titania comes out of Yanto's hood and then goes back to sitting on him.
Like, part of me thinks shoulder, part of me thinks just like directly on top of his head.
Yes. She's very fidgety, so like she goes from shoulder to head periodically.
Part of me was like, I'm probably making chili, and then realized, no, if there's like a Scoville heat meter on this, I'm not letting Titania anywhere near that shit. How hot is this? 3,000, 4,000? No, seriously, this is now becoming weapons grade. No, while he's faffing around, he will just look over at MT. So, big old friends, are we?
What?
I'm fucking with you. No, I appreciate you saying that.
What did I say?
Just validating fears I had. Or making up for fears I had. Fuck, I can't English.
I would argue that you're the most English person on the ship.
And yet you're the one ranting about tea.
She's got the point there.
Go suck a potato.
Do England and Ireland actually exist in this universe, or are they long dead concepts under the sea?
No. Britain is gone. Britishness never dies.
You haven't looked into it, but were you to, you would find that the Isles are gone.
Okay. Would I have ever once known about them?
They disappeared into the sea a long time ago.
This is knowledge that Amanda has, but MT does not.
It's a cultural thing. No, but genuinely. Thank you for that.
It's just being honest.
Well, thank you for your honesty then. Just I'll do my best, but I'm not the best person for dealing with the emotional stuff, and that could have gone. That could have gone so bad. That could have gone so fucking bad.
I don't know, Yanto. Again, in my opinion, just from basic observations, you're probably one of the most emotional people here. And that's not an insult. You just sell yourself short.
She's right again!
I'm amazed you can make so much noise when you should be sucking a potato. Don't make me fabricate one. Seriously, I'm going to go over there and box that frustratingly charming Irishman's ears in a second. What are you even doing over there?
Waiting for you to come over and box my ears. You want to scrap?
I'll fucking fight you any day, mate.
You want to scrap right here?
Right, MT, watch my chili. Titania, frustrate MT for a second.
Wait.
She then proceeds to sit on MT's head.
Hi.
Right, come at me, you Irish fuck.
And England and Ireland fight again.
Well,
I'm not even remotely sorry.
Let's see. Roll Guts plus Wrestling. See who wins.
All right. 4, 5, and relationship with the Silver Grove because I'm beating up one of its emissaries. Three ones?
Well, he gets 3 4s.
well,
He
the sun never sets on my asshole.
it's
Wait,
it's
what?
it's a long hard wrestle, but eventually he does get you on your on your chest. With him on your back, with your arm like kind of wrenched behind your back in a way you can't get out of very easily since he has like one leg against like your knees.
Ow, ow, ow. Okay, okay.
He lets go and was like, "Oh yeah, I'm still a champion."
Fine.
Put him in
Win
Rhino,
was-
and then we'll see who wins.
That may be a bit excessive. Especially if he manages to beat Rhino. All right.
He helps you up.
Thank you. Ow. Cracks his joints a bit. What?
So you're all right there.
No, not really. You kicked the shit out of me.
Well, I
Jesus
feel
Christ.
better. If it means anything.
Oh no, that just brings warmth to my heart.
Do you feel any better?
I feel tender.
It's better in a way.
To an extent. Oh, he's gonna go gives Colin a slap across the shoulders as well. Thank you for being honest, too.
If there's anything you can trust me for, this to be honest.
Wouldn't ask much else of you. I mean, apart from just to run screaming blindly at a bunch of mooks and attack them with your sword.
You'll be
But
hard pressed to ask me to do anything more than those two. It's effectively all I'm good at.
Don't sell yourself short. You've got other skills like
Penning
And,
your ass on the ground.
hey, we just wrestled, okay?
I know. I'm speaking from experience. So I guess there's 3 things.
He kind of looks over at MT for a second. Oh my god, what?
MT's eating your food.
Right, fuck it, bowl of chili.
When you go to eat the newly fabricated bowl of chili, you find that it is excessively hot.
That's okay. I had a countermeasure for this. He hits a button on the side of the fabric, just starts spouting sour cream. It is now mostly a mildly spicy sour cream meat soup.
Ugh.
Hey, you can put less in it if you want.
Titania had, in fact, amped up the amount of pepper going into it.
Oh, well. There's a distant knock on the door. Carrie, chili's done. As you may be able to tell, Titania fucked with the recipe again. Oh,
She will cautiously poke her head outside the door.
Same old shenanigans as always.
carpet's a mess after Yanta got slammed around it. The place reeks of hot chili.
Titania hides.
You know, if you wish to spar, we do have a room dedicated to that.
I am fully aware. Actually, Kiri, could I have your hand for a second?
Sure.
Well, just take her hand out gently. Titania?
She pokes her head out from behind MT.
Kiri has something to say to you.
She flutters over cautiously and sits on Yanto's shoulder, but in a way that she can easily hide behind his head if need be.
I am sorry. I did not. I was not myself, I suppose.
Go ahead and roll charm. You can get a +1 bonus for Yanto helping.
Yeah, no matter how this results, Yanto will give her hand a squeeze. Where thanks.
I guess we'll throw in the relationship with Yanto. Seems appropriate. 2 7s.
She will it seems at first like she's stubbing you as she like flutters away from Yanto and back to the Faber. But then she increases the amount of pepper involved with the chili, Fabbers up a new bowl of chili, and flutters it over to you. She's willing to prank you again.
Thank you.
This seems to be the closest thing you can assume to forgiveness.
Kirei will take the bowl and begin eating it.
It's painful.
Yanto slides her a glass of sour cream. It's got an umbrella in it.
She grabs the glass, like about to drink it as though it is water, and then she looks at it and just kind of stares for a little bit. She sets the glass back down.
If you want milk, I can do milk. I just thought, okay, never mind.
Guess it was milk at one point.
I can just put it. I can put it through the uncurdler.
I admit that my memories of many things are very fuzzy. I do not ever recall drinking sour cream out of a glass being a normal behavior.
Yanto looks side-eyes for a second. Really? Oh. That explains a bunch of things.
I'm going to echo her statement there. It's
It
just not
does.
normal.
So am I the only one? Okay, apparently. You know what? I'm going to take my nice, cool glass of refreshing sour cream elsewhere and enjoy my chili. Takes a sip.
Oh.
Or takes more like a bite. Although it does explain why I can never get the straw to work.
Get it to work. Like it's a fucking vending machine.
Kieran is currently trying to figure out if Yanto is being serious or if he is goofing around in an attempt to cheer her up.
You'll never know.
Never
She is-
ever know.
No one will ever believe you.
She is not certain, and that worries her.
Oh, goodness. All right. So, as it's gotten very late, I assume you guys are going to be getting some sleep here pretty soon?
Yes.
Yes, though Kirei probably spends some time in the restroom after emptying the bowl of chili,
Oh.
because she is stubborn in very strange ways.
No, Yanto has taken the precaution of putting a couple of rolls in the freezer.
Titania is proud of herself.
Who's my favorite little bastard?
She flutters happily.
Yanto genuinely laughs at that. And yeah, Yanto will kind of realise that the smile on his face is for the first time absolutely genuine. Well, that's me for the evening. I guess I'll see you guys. Where's Kerry gone?
She's on the bathroom.
Oh, right. In
You
which
might
case,
just want to leave her alone for a while.
well, if that's the case, I'm going to be in the cargo hold for a bit.
All right then. Okay. So eventually everyone does get some rest.
Was there something Yanto wanted to say, or
Nothing really.
I mean, she's going to emerge eventually. I am fine.
Just lie down. Try not to die.
Those are both things that I am statistically good at.
Excellent. Play to your strengths. Cool. Yeah. Yanto will kind of bunk down.
Okay. So, as the evening passes, MT,
Yes.
you wake up with no knowledge of current events and your friends. You are in a you wake up in a groggy sort of way, like your body's very lethargic and having difficulty moving. You're in a white room with gold trims, laying in a pristine white bed, attached to a few different monitors. It kind of slowly dawns on you that you're in some medical facility of some kind.
Can I sit up?
Yeah, it takes some effort, but yes.
I'm gonna look around. Do I see anything that indicates maybe a time?
Yeah, there it looks like it is 3:34 a.m. Solar Standard Time.
Do I hear anything?
Yeah, a rumble followed by a slight shaking.
I look down at myself. Is there anything keeping me to this bed?
No.
Do I recognize myself? Or is that also gone?
Yeah, you recognize yourself. As you start to get your feelings about you, you do start to feel like cloth and such on your face.
Am I in pain?
Your face hurts. And if you bring your hands up, you feel like you're bandaged all over your face.
Just the face?
Yeah. The room shakes again.
Can I stand up?
When you go to try to, first you're good on your feet, and then you have to catch on to something before your legs give out from underneath you. There's another shaking of the room.
So I've been in that bed for a while. Can I try to get back up?
Yeah, as you do so, you hear rapid footsteps approaching the room.
I'll look at the door.
2 men burst into the room. They're wearing armor of a similar color as the room around you. That sort of perfect white with gold trim. It covers, their armor is sort of light infantry armor that covers their whole body, including the head. And you just hear from under the masks, "That's her! Get her!" And they raise their guns.
I'm gonna take a step back.
Okay. Before they're able to shoot, the one to the left, his chest bursts out violently, and you feel you feel it in the void when that happens. The other turn.
Do I feel his pain, or do I feel like how it happened? How?
You feel how it happened. You feel the pressure and the force and the void. And you feel it again as the other one turns around and his head is obliterated in a similar fashion. As they fall, another tenor enters the room. Gasping for air, he appears to be a boy, about 5'9", anywhere between like 5'8", 5'10", something like that.
That's a tall boy.
Yeah. He has his hair looks like it was a crew cut that has grown out a little bit. He has bright blue eyes and void scars from the incidents, that seem to go all across his neck. He's wearing light infantry armor of his own, but you recognize him as a Tenno. You're still alive. Good. Come on. We have to go. Can you walk?
Can I walk?
You feel yourself heavy on your feet.
I'll take a tentative step forward.
Yeah, and when you are hesitant to keep your balance, he rushes and catches you. Shit. All right. This is gonna be rough. Come on, put your arm around me. I can probably walk you out.
I do so.
There's another explosion. A little closer this time. Hirokin didn't take very long to find you. Let's just hope Kaitan and Ariane can get enough of a distraction for us to get out of here. And he sort of hoists you a little bit so that you can both walk out of there. And as you leave the room, you wake up.
I sit up again.
Among that dream that you remember, you also remember the name Rowan.
I look around for the time.
It's about 7:40 Solar Standard Time. Yanto and Kirei are still asleep.
Yanto is snoring like a log sawing machine.
I'm gonna stand up.
You are not weak on your feet.
Cool. I'm gonna take a walk around the ship.
Okay.
Do we have, like, I don't know, the equivalent of Google on the ship?
I mean, there's a kind of like solar internet, basically.
We have a codex, at least, I would think.
Yeah. The codex is definitely connected to that. Looking up.
Can I find information on other Tenno on this?
I'll say give me a notice check to find him.
Okay. Boop, boop. 2 10s. Holy shit.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Like,
Let's say that you have access. You have access to the Lotus's, like the Lotus's information on other Tenno.
okay, that's fine. We'll start with easy ones, the ones that I already have seen and known to be able to recognize, Kaite and Ariane, because I know what Warframes they piloted, what they look like.
Yeah, you're able to find them pretty clearly. However, according to the Lotus's information, they still sleep.
Huh. I'm gonna look up the name Rowan.
Okay, that's what you'll get with your 10s.
Thanks. What do I get?
Second here.
Colt brought me a toy.
Find Rowan Gershoy. Rowan Gershoy is reported as deceased. Supposedly killed during the Orokin reaction to the Tenno, the Tenno executing the Orokin leaders. So yeah, he's recorded as being killed during the fall.
Can I look up the equivalent of Google Maps?
Yeah, basically you can look up like a solar map.
Yeah.
It's in your codex.
I want to look for hospitals in the area of the main event, I guess, where everything went down.
There are... So, reading up on the fall, or the collapse, rather, you find that the collapse happened on Outer Terminus, on Pluto. And that at one point, Pluto was a very populated, terraformed world. But since the collapse has been completely abandoned. All of the measures that the Orokin had taken to make it a warm, hospitable planet have gone to the wayside, and it has once again returned to a icy methane world. You find plenty of hospitals, supposedly, that were on Pluto. From what you remember, though, does not seem to indicate whether you're on Pluto or not, though.
What other information could I find on Rowan?
Information you could find on Rowan.
Yeah. Did he pilot a
was...
Warframe? Which one did he pilot? Did he have what? Do we know what abilities he might have had? Or all I got is that he's dead.
Rowan, from what you can tell, from what you can gather on the Lotus's profile of him, he was a loner at heart. Tended to avoid when the Orokin sent him on missions. He tended to avoid pairing up with any other Tenno. But she suspected that he did have a close group of friends. that he wasn't that he was secretive about or with. The Warframe he piloted let's see here. He had piloted Nyx Prime.
All right. One last thing I want to do.
Okay.
I want to go into.
Oh, right. Also, you looked up his ability.
Yes.
It was so the Lotus. So as you can tell, the Lotus doesn't know too much about him.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Kaite and Ariane. But so she doesn't have any specific name of his ability or the school that he chose, since he tended to avoid Alertino and specifically avoided Nata.
Mm-hmm.
But from what she can gather, his power was related to making him someone else's problem. That sort of stealth in plain sight.
Okay. Huh.
As if the void sort of masked his presence as importance.
All right. I'm gonna close everything.
Okay.
Clear the browser history.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go to the bathroom or the equivalent thereof.
Okay.
And I'm gonna find a mirror and I'm gonna take a good hard look at my face.
Sure. Give me another notice roll.
Sure. Three sevens.
3 sevens. Now that you are, in fact, taking a good hard look at yourself, it's around your cheekbones that you can see the vaguest hint of surgical scars.
How far do they go?
When you follow those, and just kind of focus a little bit on your face more and more. And it's really hard to catch it without being in the right light and basically having your face right up against the mirror.
It's that modern medical technology.
Kind of everywhere. All around the contours of your face. I'll say someone at this point can wake up. Whoever wants it to be.
Yeah. Yeah, and so we'll sleepily walk over and gently headbutt the bathroom door. Seriously? Who's up?
Just a second.
I need to pee.
Fucking bitch about me being up. Why are you up?
I can hear you talking shit in there. That sour cream went right through me. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna commit that to memory. So just to get this clear, it's as if someone cut all around my face, or is it just a lot of like quickly done? Like, is it one solid cut, or is it many smaller, like crisscross cuts? Yeah, I don't want to say it's a face-off situation, but is it a face-off situation?
I mean, it looks like the way it's framed that, you know, if you were to hazard a guess, you could have, say, had your cheekbones changed, either lifted or lowered, had some measure of surgery done to your jaw, maybe, your entire face replaced. It's hard to tell the full extent of what surgical things happened to your face.
Mm-hmm. But I have had some sort of cosmetic surgery.
Yeah. Some drastic cosmetic surgery.
Okay. I'll leave the bathroom and try to play it cool.
Auntie,
Hi, Anto.
why are you doing so early?
I could ask you the same thing.
I need to pee.
She makes a hand motion to be my guest.
Well, no, now you got my curiosity.
What?
I can hold it.
Go pee. I'm going to bed.
Well, all right. Thud, thud, clank. Oh, God. Fuck. Shit, who put the toilet there?
Whoever engineered the ship.
Fuck that guy. Fuck them hard.
All right. So are you just going to go right back to bed?
Yeah.
How well do you go back to sleep?
Not well.
Yeah, I figured.
It's a lot of staring up at the ceiling. Trying to puzzle things out. But I'm missing a lot of pieces.
After about 5 minutes, Yanto stumbles back in. Go to sleep.
How do you know I'm not already sleeping?
Because you just replied to me.
She makes a face, but you can't see it.
Why are you both arguing over my bunk?
Because fuck you, that's why. Alright, that's... Yanto sounds like a slightly tired, like a heavily tired dog. Just circles around a few times and then just falls over. Ideally in the bunk.
Yep. MT, are you doing anything before everyone wakes up, or just laying in bed?
Just kind of laying in bed.
Okay.
Trying to play it cool again.
Yeah, one by one, everyone wakes up. MT's trying to play it cool. How well are you playing it cool?
I'm playing it so cool. I'm the coolest motherfucker on this ship.
Are you being sarcastic?
What do I have to roll to be
Deceit.
cool? Deceit? What the fuck? Connive, you mean?
Connive? Yes.
just botch. I think someone peeled my face off. Wait, what?
Nothing. 2789.
Everyone, you can react how you wish at your leisure, but something that's obviously bothering MT. She's trying to play it cool.
She just probably looks like she's very lost in thought and not focused on anything.
You are thinking.
Hmm?
It is very unusual.
Ouch!
Damn, son.
I felt that one from here.
Oh.
Am I mistaken?
You're just gonna take that sitting down.
I'm fine. Sorry.
If you are certain.
So you were up last night. Well, earlier this morning.
You were up too?
I needed a pee.
Why else would I have been in the bathroom?
You were both up. You were not quiet.
Was everybody up?
That's for sure.
Not by choice.
That's it. Next time I'm cooking dinner, I'm putting
Likewise.
sedatives in them. You're going to enjoy some fucking NyQuil lasagna next time I cook.
Gladly.
NyQuil is a brand that has survived the apocalypse.
It's NyQuil Prime. That shit will take you out at 50 paces.
Prime! Is that a Corpus thing? I had a dream.
Yeah. A bad one?
Not a good one.
I mean, if you don't want to...
I understand.
It kind of, I think it was more like a memory.
Oh, those kind of dreams.
But, Kaite and Ariane were mentioned in it, and now that's got me kind of scared, I guess.
I see.
Because the closer I come to figuring out who I might have been, the more I start to get freaked out by it.
They did not seem to recognize you, however.
I think I was hurt. Or, if not hurt, then chose to be hurt. In a way that I think I look different.
I see.
I don't remember who I was before, but whoever it was, I really didn't want to be that person anymore, I guess.
Yeah, so we just quietly go over to the nav console and start plotting a descent course.
Okay. Yeah, you're easily able to find this spire. It's about 6 stories tall, much smaller than the spire that you found on Earth.
Only 6 stories.
To be fair, these are like Oregon stories,
Yeah.
which are like 5 normal stories.
It has ample room for tall as shit arches in excessive quantities.
They're going to be a bitch to heat.
Yeah, you can touch down, or you can you can find the location, and then you'll have to get into your lander to get any closer. The orbiter doesn't really get close to things very well. It's kind of a big fucking thing. It's a big clunky machine that goes in and out of the void.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. So, is everyone sure they're okay to do this?
Empty nods.
Kire will also nod.
Okay. What Warframe did you guys take out?
Well, Rhino seems like a logical choice, seeing as Titania is still heavily fucked up.
Okay.
Excalibur.
Okay.
It's still slightly damaged, but if they're taking the 2 heavy offense frames, and seeing as there's not usually a lot to be sneaking from on Alua, generally speaking, she'll bring Trinity.
Okay. Okay. You guys, Colin is just like, unfortunately, for all things Lua related, I can't be joining you. No atmosphere. I just choked to death.
No, we weren't thinking of just firing you into the cold vacuum of space. Amusing as that would be, it would be
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
That's why, and he pulls out a list. I've just drafted up a quick list of chores you could do around the ship while we're gone.
Oh, son of a bitch. Or, he goes to curse and stops himself. Actually, fine.
It is interesting how you have only write up a list of chores when you are in no position to do them yourself.
I know, it's funny like that. It's almost like I planned this ahead of time.
Next time we're in any sort of port, I'm buying a spacesuit.
And then we'll paint it pink.
I don't care.
Neither do I. Rhino's still bright pink and purple.
You're not sneaking anywhere like that.
Glitter.
Couldn't even see you from a mile away.
He's Rhino. The clue's in the name.
All right. So you guys board the lander and set down on the surface of Lua at the bottom of the spire. It looms ahead of you. Indeed, yes, this is 6 Orokin stories. So it is, in fact, quite tall from the ground. It looms ahead of you.
One-story building would be tall from the ground.
Yeah, basically.
Like, I'm 5'5" at most.
Yeah. So it looms above you, with two winding staircases that would lead up to the main entrance. The staircases themselves are in disrepair and mostly collapsed. You don't see anyone nearby.
Is it always this quiet?
I,
It depends on where. Some places on Lua seem very nearly empty. Others have many patrolling corrupted, or not corrupted, but is it corrupted? Corrupted the
No,
ones that
that's
are
in the wood.
Who's in?
It's Grenier and Corpus fighting over it.
Right. Otherwise, you will mostly run into Grenier and Corpus exploring, sometimes fighting each other. But as far as I'm aware, no, neither particularly has a solid claim on the place.
Yeah. My only recommendation would be if you see a glowing platform or like big iridescent buttons, don't touch them. Just don't.
Okay. Is that a challenge or?
A challenge not to?
They do often involve challenges, yes.
Yes. Normally of the rotating platform, searing lasers and slamming mazes of doorway sort of challenges.
It sounds too complicated.
Pretty much. Plus I tend to get severe motion sickness.
I suppose I will take care of any such things we come across then.
You're on point, I suppose.
All right, so you guys gonna head on up, traversing over the mostly collapsed stairs.
Sure.
The quiet is eerie.
It was fairly recent that Kirei had the tower had communicated with Lua, right? Like,
Yes.
it was like within the last 3 days or something.
Yes.
What is unusual is that it had only been around 3 days or so since the communication happened.
The main grand hall is empty.
No, she's over there.
Ah, thank you. There are stairs leading up to the next floor, but there is nothing here in the Great Hall. No Grenier, no Corpus, no corpses. Plus, the spire is decently intact for a building on Lua. Most buildings that you find on Lua are decayed by the void, falling apart at the seams.
I really hate to say this.
Go ahead.
It's too quiet.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
I know.
You are not wrong, though.
Should we make some noise?
No.
Just silent turn to MT. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, why not? If something's watching us, waiting to give us an ambush, can we just get it over with?
If something is watching, waiting to ambush us, it is not going to strike when we make it clear we know it is there.
Why not?
You are not very familiar with ambushes, are you?
No. Just figure, the element of surprise is gone.
Like, are you expecting this thing to just come out and go, well, shit, now that you've now that you've ruined the moment, I might as well just come straight out at it?
Well, I mean, yes, actually.
MT, I realised I should have pointed this out earlier. We are tremendously socially awkward people. Do not use me as your benchmark for social interactions. I'm a fucking dweeb, man.
Are you certain? Because I feel that I would not make a good benchmark for social interaction either.
Look,
True. But I do feel that if someone called you out and realised that you're about to ambush them, you just go, all right, fine, and then shoot them in the face. Which again, MT, would not be a great outcome.
Well, at least it would be better than this terrible feeling of anticipation.
Perhaps we should relax and look at more than the front entrance.
You guys want to head upstairs?
Yes.
All right. The second floor is mostly what you can assume are offices of some variety, but they're Orokin offices, so they're fucking
bobblehead.
They're fucking dolled up as shit. But nothing here is very personalized. So.
Space Garfield.
Well, you don't see anything like that. There's nothing very personalized in this on this floor.
All right.
There are terminals and the like, but yeah, nothing too terribly personalized. There is power to the place. The terminals are working.
Do you think this is where the communication was happening, or
possible?
Yeah. Trinity will head over to one of the terminals.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a outthink to hack the terminal.
Could I give you a hacking to hack the terminal?
You can give me a hacking to hack the terminal rather than an outthink. Yes.
That is, they're the same, but I feel like if you're going to keep calling for outthink, I should just put all my points in outthink instead of hacking.
I keep forgetting that you have hacking. I'm sorry.
All right. 2 8s.
2 8s. You pull up logs from the chief overseer of this communications array. They're all pre-collapse. There's nothing post-collapse that you find. All the logs seem to indicate that that this was used as a essentially a railway for intersolar long-range communication to Earth. And it seems like it was a very boring job, as they just maintained this communication array. Although it became more entertaining, apparently, when they installed the facility on the 3rd floor. Seems that they replaced the 3rd floor storage with something, and they're talking about the chief overseer grudgingly describes having to constantly reprimand all of his employees for going up there to watch the Tenno do their thing. But you also find that the main relay is on the 6th floor.
It would the message was not sent from here. It appears the main relay is on the 6th floor. However, They evidently installed something on the 3rd floor, something that involved watching the Tenno.
You can't see Miata's face, unfortunately, but Rhino's stance changes.
Ah, you meant
Great.
to do the agile pose. No.
The
Do their thing. Did they have some way of recording our missions? Maybe worth investigating.
Well, if we're headed to the 6th floor, we gotta pass the 3rd one to get there anyway.
Indeed.
All right. You guys head upstairs to the 3rd floor. You remember that glowy panel that was described to you, MT? You find the majority of the 3rd floor has been gutted out, except for one gigantic room in the middle of it, with hallways that wrap around it. That seem to be a good way of observing inside, but the shutters therein are shut, and the front door to whatever this is locked with one of those is closed, and it has one of those glowy panels on it.
I'm gonna inspect glowy panel.
Do you touch it?
Heck yeah, I touch it.
The door
What
opens.
did I say like 10 minutes ago? Touching glowy shit.
The door opens quickly. The door opens quickly, and what you see in front of you is a long corridor that at the end of which arcs left or right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down.
Anyone else on one?
Yanda's just running behind like, the fuck?
Kirei?
Is there any other place you said? Because you said it looks like there are places where they observed.
Yeah.
She's gonna look for some place that controls the observation.
Sure. After a moment, the doors close.
Just
The panels, the shutters open.
Yanda just Yanda's gonna reach over and smack MT upside the head.
You two inside of the corridor notice above you laser grids start appearing everywhere. Not in a way that totally inhibits your movement, but in a way that's obvious that they're there.
Welcome to the Aperture Science Laboratory test field.
And when you look down the right and or left corridors, you see that they happen to arc into other corridors to the right, to the left, forward, and you realize that you're in a maze.
Rio's just gonna reach out, grab MT's frame by each side of the head, and just whisper, "If we both survive this, I'm gonna kick your ass." I don't just mean jokingly. I mean no holds barred. I will punt you from one end of the lander to the other and back, ass whipping.
I'll still win.
Oh.
I'm not gonna run.
Come back.
I'm really glad that you said that, but I also wish that you would have said, "I'm gonna grab her frame by the head with both hands and whisper, 'What are you?' Because then I would have said immediately, 'An idiot sandwich.'"
Oh god, damn, the missed opportunity. Damn it.
Kirei.
Yeah. Also, is it possible So, can we assume that we're like patching Colin into our communications so you can always keep tabs on what's going on?
Colin on in on this.
Yes.
Why wouldn't I get Colin in on this?
Now, you notice a thing, Kirei.
Yeah.
You are unable to communicate with them inside.
Oh, that's curious.
You from the observational windows, you're able to see the entire maze. The long, windy motherfucker it is. You're able to see that dead ends tend to be filled with movement hampering and damaging laser grids.
Do they have those annoying ass cold panels that just make you really slow?
There are periodically you do see whole lanes that are like frozen.
Oh, Kyria hates those.
And you find that you are unable to communicate directions to your friends. As something about this place is messing with the void.
Now that is curious. Are you getting this, Colin?
Hi. I'm also seeing this.
I cannot pick up their communications. They have somehow managed to cut off transference between the outside and the inside of this place.
Well, it is an Orokin precept challenge. Oh, you're really surprised?
I suppose not. But to do it at will on so suddenly and on this large a scale, I have not seen anything like this intact before.
On Lua, too. Impressive.
I am going to attempt to access to see if there's any external controls. It is possible I may be able to override this field and direct them to the exit.
Fair enough. And yeah, we'll start off with
Want to take
Yanto.
bets on which one wins?
I put my bets on MT.
Even without the void connection, Yanto just pauses for a second and goes, "Asshole."
Okay, so Yanto and MT. Roll me either of your choice, outthink or notice.
Okay. Let's see.
Notice to catch patterns in the maze and follow them. Outthink to basically create a mental map for the maze.
And this is Tenno.
I feel like you should have those the other way around, but I guess it's not that important.
I'll do they're literally the same thing. I'll do outthink.
I'll do outthink as well.
Okay.
And relationship with MT, because I'm going to fucking school you.
You know what? A relationship with Yanto, because I am not one to be schooled.
You're just too cool. Too cool for school.
2 6s?
What'd you get?
Well, I got a set.
What'd you get?
Good, so our relationship isn't in danger.
I got a pair of ones.
Okay.
On 8 dice, I got 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10.
All right. So, MT with Excalibur is traveling pretty smoothly. Basically crafting up a mental maze and following a mental map of the maze and following it pretty well. Yanto, you are pretty sure that you're doing it, and you turn a corner that you think you know should be safe, and head down and find yourself coming upon a dead end and are berated by laser grids. Go ahead and roll something for Rhino to dodge.
Could I instead roll Iron Skin? Or should I
Yes.
literally just...
You can
Yeah,
roll
which
Iron
is-
Skin.
Fantastic. Which would just be adding tough to soak it.
Yes.
Right. 7 dice. Don't be crap. Pair of 9s?
Pair of 9s? Okay. Yeah, you soak the damage. You soak the damage from the laser grids, backflip away, and then return to the intersection that you are at. And then I suppose continue. Let's say Kirei. You happen to find a monitor or a terminal on one of the stations overlooking it. And go ahead and roll me hacking.
Okay. 2 9s.
2 9s. Okay. You can choose to give a helping hand to either Yanto or MT. As you can basically, you're unable to get communication inside, but you are able to mess with some of the security and traps. So what you can do is really amp up the presence of traps in places that you can tell are obvious, that will lead to obvious dead ends. Basically discourage them from going down paths that they'll waste time with.
She hesitates because she's like, if I do this should help them decide. And then she stops and thinks, will this really prevent them from doing it?
It looks like a challenge to me.
Yeah, she will yeah, she'll help him.
Okay, who's gonna help?
If she can only help one, she'll help Yanto currently. It looks like he's having some trouble.
Okay. You two can both roll outthink. Yanto gets 2 extra dice.
You could have said, like, because he's my buddy, because I've known him longer.
No, because they suck.
Hey, while this happens, though, really quick, I do need to BRB for bathroom purposes.
Oh
I'll be right back.
no.
No.
Okay.
Ten dice.
What'd you
I
get on 10
rolled
dice?
10 dice and I still only got a pair of 9s.
Hey man, that's still good.
I got a pair of 4s, a pair of 8s, and a pair of 9s.
We'll see what Mandy got in a moment.
Like 6 10s or something disgusting.
Have you guys been having fun?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Excellent.
Everyone ended up being very, very considerate of Kirei, so she didn't end up freaking out.
You even made good with Titania.
Mm-hmm.
You're right there, Luke.
Hmm?
You're right there.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Just heard you breathing. Heard you breathing heavy, and I was like, "Oh no, Luke, are you okay?"
No. If you hear heavy breathing into my microphone, please don't read into it.
Oh, what if that would make me happier?
Slightly concerned me seeing this man is still on the call.
can have both.
Hey, what do you know? That's Kirei's attitude too.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi, what's up?
What did you get for Outthink?
Oh, I had to roll out think again?
Yep.
Okay, no problem. What up? 3 4s. Is that okay?
Okay. This time it's the other way around. It is Yanto who stays to a good path.
I get too cocky. I go too fast.
Keeping in mind that you should avoid the places that are just covered in traps.
Meanwhile, I'm like, oh shit, that means there's something really good at the other end of this.
Yes, and I'll have you make a dodge roll with Excalibur to avoid the trip lasers that will, or the laser grids that will berate you.
Got it.
Berate, like they're going to just tell her off. What are you doing, stupid kid? Get out of here.
2 5s, but I've got wicked fast times too.
Okay, yeah. You leap between the lasers, kick off a wall, and then return back to the then quickly return back to the intersection that you came from.
It's just slightly smoldering.
Okay. Then we'll call for hacking from Kirei.
All right.
Do helping hand. 3 8s? You said?
Yep.
Okay, who you helping this time? They're both about equal in distance to the maze.
All right. Yeah, she'll help Yanto then.
Okay. Yanto, roll. Both of you can roll out think. Yanto, roll with 3 extra dice.
No matter how many dice you give me, you can't stop me sucking. Is there a hard cap at the amount of dice you can roll?
Yeah,
10.
10.
In which case, still at 10. Do I want width or do I want height on this?
Height.
Pair of 5s.
Okay. And for MT?
Pair of 4s.
God damn.
We're
Wow.
such good friends.
Derp, derpy, derpy, derp.
You both
Literally run into each other.
Imagine,
you
I
both-
imagine Kerry's just frowning at this, like, I'm doing everything I can to help him, and he's still fucking up.
you both crash into each other. When you turn individual corners, and then laser grids appear all around you. Roll dodge / iron skin.
Got it.
Excellent. Pair of 2s.
Pair of 2s.
Yes.
But I have
Pair of
wicked
2, buddy.
fast times too.
Oh no.
All right.
But we both rolled a pair of 2s. That's really good.
Rhino takes a shock to the 6,
Oh god damn it.
and Excalibur can shrug a shock to the 6, either up or down.
Okay. All right.
As this time you both are singed by the laser grids as you escape. Kirei, you're hearing Colin. They're really bad at this.
Yes, it turns out I may be the more suited one for this task.
I mean, to be fair, MT's got the defensive. This is the first time I've ever done it. Yanto's just a fucking klutz.
That's kind of sweet that we're on the same level, though.
Kira, you can do hacking again, and then tell me who you're helping.
Just make it more difficult for both of us.
In theory, since they're in the same place, shouldn't she basically be helping both of them now?
If they're going to continue together, yes. Are you two going to continue together?
I mean, might as well.
Are you going to be stupid and competitive about this? Or are you
Look, he came that way, I came this way. We both know that those are bad ways.
You said you kicked my ass. Fuck you. Vroom.
They're still competitive. You can help one or the other.
She sees that Yanto basically just charged off on his own. She can't hear what they're saying, but you can see that Yanto just was like charged off on his own because I imagine he has very expressive body language. So yeah, she'll help MT this round.
I like to imagine when he's talking in Rhino, he looks like a wrestler cutting a promo. Just loads of body language and thrusting and pointing.
All right. Oh, hang on. I have to return this stolen item.
Amanda, what are you stealing? She's such a sneak thief, I swear. Can't take her anywhere.
Master Thief.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. What did Kira get for hacking?
2 8s.
2 8s. All right. Both of you can roll. I'll think. MT roll with 2 extra dice.
Hey, cool. Thanks. Can I still use my relationship with Yanto on top of that too?
Yeah.
3 5s or 2 6s. Let's go with the 3 5s.
You want height.
Let's go with the 2 6s.
I almost had a heart attack there.
Why?
Pair of 9s, because I went 1 1. Fucking really? No, then the pair of 9s at the end.
All right. You guys managed to make it through the maze this time. Since you both got essentially the same width here, you arrive roughly at the same time from 2 different directions. One of you with Kirai's help, and you find your prize sitting on a pedestal, just waiting to be lifted from it. This beautiful piece of work. It is a one-handed sword with master craftsmanship across the blade, with white and gold trim across the hilt that you recognize as Skana Prime.
Oh.
Yeah, Yanto kind of enters the room, sees the podium, runs towards it, sees what's on the podium, and kind of stumbles to a stop.
What's wrong?
Gonna look over at MT. And then he just kind of theatrically falls over. Oh no, I have fallen at the last hurdle. Whatever shall I do? Clearly, if someone were to beat me to the podium, they would rightfully claim that sword.
Are you saying you're going to let me have the prize?
Let me through this with some dignity, God damn it!
Hey, you didn't have to follow me in here. But thanks for following me in here. I'm gonna help him up with one hand and take the sword with the other.
It is a beautiful sword that is perfectly weighted.
Ugh.
Do we want to give you a moment alone?
Could have given it a few swings.
Yeah. It's everything you could ask for in a sword, really. It's the only thing about it is that it's makes it seem like it might be a little fragile, but its lethality will more than make up for it.
Look, it's just like me.
And after a moment, the maze begins to the maze begins to shift, so that there is just one hallway that goes straight to the entrance, and you guys are in contact with Kirei and Colin again.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, congrats.
Did you guys catch that?
Yes. Did you not notice that there are observation decks all around?
Well,
Huh.
It appears
Alright.
this was some form of entertainment for the Orakin,
all right.
which would normally be a little disconcerting. But if that is the level of prize they are willing to hand out for it, then I feel that the risk may have been worth it.
Yeah, speaking of prizes, Colin, I can only assume you attempted to put some kind of bet on who won.
I'm not saying who.
You don't need to. The fact that you're not angry is probably why.
All I'm gonna say is Kirei only owes me 5 ducats.
I believe this does not count. He very clearly threw the match. There was foul play.
Argue it all you want.
We got there at the same time.
You still owe me 5 ducats.
Mm.
I'll take it to my grave. Have to. All right. So, you guys leave the maze with the prize. And what do you do then?
I'm assuming if we can get back together again, we're going to head up
Yeah.
to the next level.
All right. I'll say as much. The 4th and 5th floors are a lot of the same sort of stuff that you saw on the 2nd floor.
More mazes?
No. No, that was the 3rd floor. The 3rd floor was the maze.
Yeah.
The 4th and 5th floor are similar in make, where you get a lot of storage, a lot of space that people kind of occupied and did work. With, it's standard Orokin design, so lots of frivolous hallways and rooms that are just big and massive and pretty, just, because it's Orokin shit. And that's just how they rolled. But it's the 6th floor where something is strange. And I'll say as much. When you're on the 5th floor, you feel it. You feel a presence in the void above you.
Ooh. This does not sound good.
It is an incredibly powerful presence in the void.
You feel it too.
Hmm.
and the way that it just suddenly was there when you reach the 5th floor almost suggests to you that this presence didn't make itself known until you were closer, or else you would have felt it from the 1st floor.
We should have felt this much sooner.
Is there a way to block it? Or...
Do you guys head up to the 6th floor?
I mean, it doesn't sound like it's a good time, but at the same time,
We're this far.
pretty much.
You guys head up to the 6th floor, and you find that this floor is mostly just one room. It's the top of the spire. It is empty, surrounded on all sides with a kind of a viewing platform. In the center, like the viewing platform, with these giant glass windows that give a view out into the Lewin landscape. The center of the room is a large terminal that just kind of wraps around whoever's sitting at it. That appears to be the communication array. And there's a figure at the far side of the room with its back turned to you, looking out upon the Lewin landscape.
What kind of figure?
It is cloaked and hooded, but it has its back turned to you. As you're here, the presence in the void is palpable.
No one else.
Yes, Kirei will take a step forward.
It turns its head to the side, and you can kind of see what's under the hood, which is a mask. Actually, it is a Grenier Mannix mask. But this person does not appear to be Grenier.
Indeed, yeah. No, she gathered that by the has a tremendous void presence.
It fully turns around, and it appears to be a male. You assume Tenno, given the presence on the void. It is about 5'10", wears a hooded cloak with the hood up, a Grenier Manic mask over its face, and armor under the cloak that is actually reminiscent of Warframe-like material. It has a Nikana Prime at its hip. Turns to face you. Folds his arms behind its back.
You are no Grenier. What are you?
That is an astute observation. I am like you, Tenno. However, I'm afraid you have come here too soon. And take several steps forward, slowly.
Too soon?
Yes.
Kirei will put a hand on, what does she have? A hand on the on her Mark 1. She will take her Mark 1 bow into her hands.
Mm-hmm.
The general, I presume.
You presume correctly.
You awaken our comrades, ones who are not well, and you give them weapons.
Do I give them weapons, or do they take them? Yes, I have awoken many of our comrades prematurely. However, would you prefer them destroyed by the sentient?
Obviously not. Is that the danger?
Orion was a close ally. Kaite was a close ally. What became of them in the collapse? I would prefer them healed, but I would not prefer them dead. I owe them much more than that.
They were just running around doing whatever they wanted. No one was helping them.
The help will come. I am arranging for the opportunity. They have their freedom for now. Soon, they will rest. Once the system is at peace.
What does that mean?
How much do you remember?
Do you know me?
Evidently. I would not forget your voice. I would not forget your Excalibur.
Tell me. Tell me what happened to me.
The Orokin endeavored to kill us for what we had done, defying their orders before the collapse. We knew what was to come. We banded together. They called us rogues. We were merely scared children, surviving in a solar system endeavored to kill us.
Wait, that isn't correct. Ariane was asleep. She was not active and about before the collapse.
You believe all the one Natar has told you, then?
In lieu of anyone else giving us any goddamn answers, what do you expect?
Then allow me to provide you an answer. Ariane, Kaite, and many of my fellow rogues were awake. We did not sleep. The Orokin had no intention of mending our wounds. They sought to use us, just as they did you. It was only after the collapse, after what the Orokin did to them, Ariane and Kaite, that they became the way they did.
You are saying that they were not, that they were actually fine before.
MT, roll courage.
I have a feeling that this is happening. 5 dice don't fail me now. 3 5s.
All right. React with the middling success as you would like, as it does dawn on you that Ariane and Kaite had been a distraction, so Rowan could save you. And you have a feeling that may have been their last act in sanity before they were taken by the Orokin.
It was me. I'm going to take a step backward and kind of hold my head as I remember that dream, and I come to that realization that 2 people definitely fucking lost their minds and lives because of me.
Some memories are returning to you, it seems, but not your name or your purpose. That will come in time.
Why keep yourselves a secret? If everything is as you said, you should have no reason not to work with the Tenno or the Lotus.
Do not mistake me. As far as Nata is concerned, the sentient, we still sleep. She's not aware of our presence in the solar system.
Why hide? She and we were no friend of the Orokin either.
Whether she believes it or not, she will finish what the Orokin started.
You think she'd come after you?
She is in direct contact with the one you know as Raven.
Yes,
Nata is her prime handler.
that is fairly common knowledge.
What is not fairly common knowledge is the various Tenno covertly covertly sent to destroy us when we had gone rogue. I know not if it was Nata's command, but Raven was of herself, of a sound mind, when she came for us.
You said you went rogue before the collapse. Wouldn't that make it the Orokin that sent Tenno after you?
Indeed. But do not presume, given our inevitable goals, that Nata would not finish what the Orokin started. You follow a way of balance. I do not see the solar system in such a way. There is no peace. But there will be. We have the power to create that peace. We are Tenno.
And how would you propose to do that? By toppling the Grineer, the Corpus? By eradicating the infested?
Exactly that.
Destroying the ruling empires did not create peace once. What makes you think it would do so again? What makes you think that destroying all the powers in this galaxy would cause anything to be different this time?
When the Tar ordered you to destroy the Orokin, you created a power vacuum, exactly as the sentients had desired. Nata's orders when she came here.
We did not destroy the Orokin because Nata ordered it. We destroyed it because they betrayed us.
And why exactly were you told this? Who made it clear to you? If not the sentient wearing Margulis's face.
Tell me, are you Tenno?
Yes, I am.
Very well. She calms slightly, but she...
I am no Drax. I am no Orokin. I am like you. I am Tenno. Unlike you, I do not see peace in balance. I do not see peace in a power vacuum.
You see peace under the boot heel of a Tenno. Am I wrong?
Your observations are astounding, although flawed.
In what way, specifically? I somehow doubt you have a 40-page manifesto for how you're going to effectively hand power back to the civilian peoples of this system.
What reason do we have to involve ourselves in the affairs of civilians? The Corpus and the Grineer tear the system to pieces. When a war that will not end. That is our concern. What the civilians do amongst themselves. They keep their own peace. I'm not interested in policing their lives.
Oh my god, you're a fucking idiot. Turns into, have you seen this guy?
MT
Wow.
looks like she's having a little bit of a mental fuck up right now. You'll have to leave a message.
Leave a post it later. You think you're going to stick your roar into a war that spanned the entire system, as touching on the lives of every single man, woman, and child in this system? There are no independent settlements anymore. Everyone's got their roots somewhere in this war machine. You can't just smash everything and expect other parts of the system to keep running. The Corpus trade, the Grineer build. You are taking out the financial backbone and the manufacturing powerhouse of the system, and you think you won't let everything else burn in the process? You're a fucking idiot. God.
Are you finished?
I don't know. You're going to keep saying stupid shit, or am I going to have to keep on going at you?
You endeavor to assume that I am going to lay out the entirety of my master plan here and now. As I said before,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please continue from master plan. Really, with the master plan?
as I said before, you arrived early. Too early.
Go on,
System.
aocT.
And having
The system has yet to take shape.
Ariane try to kill and take over Grenier, high-ranking Grenier, take over a system in his place. That is part of your plan.
He doesn't answer.
Having Kaite build a fleet, not out of capturing from the Grenier or the Corpus war machine, but out of whatever ship catches his interest. Whatever just happens to come near him, allow him to devour it. Is that part of your plan?
That is Kaite's personal endeavor. He has assembled quite a fleet in space thus far.
You may claim loyalty to them. But from where I stand, whatever they once meant to you, now you are simply using them, broken as they are, for your own benefit. Am I wrong?
He doesn't answer. In fact, he turns his back on you. Return to me when her memories have when she has regained her memories. We will have more to discuss.
I do not see why I should leave.
I think he's just going to have a sulk in the corner.
MD is going to leave.
Huh? M? Oh, shit.
If
Do you wish me to make you leave?
Mate,
let me
Let's not go
ask
down
you
that
one
road.
thing. You are Tenno like us. I suspect you know who I am. And who he is. Why do you hide yourself from us?
Because it is necessary. Then you feel the presence in the void shift radically in a way that feels almost oppressive.
okay. All right. Kerry, I think we should probably go and make sure MT doesn't freak out.
You feel your Warframes become sluggish.
Yeah, Bronner will actually take a handful of the frame and just start dragging them both out.
Stop! I am not through with him.
No. Kerry, we can't stay here. MT needs us. He's not going anywhere.
You may both roll transference.
Uh-oh.
No.
Is this gonna be bad? Well, 3 8s.
Pair of 8s.
Your warframes drop to their knees.
Oh crap.
And in a dizzying display, you are both spilled out.
Oh fuck.
By the time you come to your senses, you see the general is standing before you. I've tolerated your insolence longer than I have others. Because you are friends with her. Because you bring her around the solar system. Because you show her the worlds. You give her experiences. He draws the Nakana and basically puts Yanto's chin puts under Yanto's chin.
Insolence. That word says it all, doesn't it?
No, Kerry.
Whatever peace you wish to create, you wish to rule over it. You don't see other Tenno as equals, do you?
Kerry, please focus. It's gonna be okay.
You know what? He may, Kirei will reach out, spilled out of her warframe, and he's holding a sword to Yanto's throat. She's gonna spike his brain.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
I'm gonna use the relationship with Yanto. She holds out a hand from her knees. From while on her knees. 2 7s. It has area, but there's a single target, so I suspect that doesn't matter.
All right. He lets out a growl, takes a step back, and puts a hand to his forehead. You can at that point return to your warframes and flee. He doesn't seem as harmed by this as you think he should be.
Right. Well, it doesn't do damage. It is literally just it is disorienting and distracting. So
Right. So basically, he doesn't seem as distracted by it as he should be. Like you get the feeling that he will recover from it very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, so almost like reverse hops back into the warframe. Kerry, come on, we have to go now.
Very well.
yeah, she will reluctantly turn to flee.
And you guys flee from the room. And I think with you guys escaping from the brief glint of the general's rage, I'll call it into the session.
Oh, man. Well, that got fucking intense, and then kept being fucking intense, and then got slightly worse.
As Yanto was mouthing off to him, I'm just like, man, it's really in character for him to just be like, I'm just going to cut your head off. But it was like, but Yonto's also MT's friend, and it's also in character for him to be like, I'll be patient.
And then just kept talking shit.
Yeah,
But when MT left the room,
Sorry.
then he was just like, all right, you insolent shit. You're gonna listen to me for a second.
Listen here, you little fuck. Straight to the bow tie.
What do you guys think?
Listen here, cum slut. Oh, I really liked it.
Oh no, that was really good.
Kirei was angry.
Yes.
2 sessions in a row. Kirei is angry.
Yes, but this time, no, but this is different. This time, she is angry as her.
Yeah.
She didn't go berserk. This person made her mad enough to have it break through her normal behavior. It broke through the numb.
What do you guys think of the general? Does he feel like a proper big bad?
That's a good voice you got for him. Thumbs up.
Thank you.
Yeah, he seems like a big bad. Kirei really wanted to shoot him right in the mask. I was really tempted to be like, well, I've got this Lanka here.
I'm gonna shoot you in the face.
Nice.
But does he feel like a proper villain, like
Yeah, I feel it.
overarching sweet?
Mm.
Was he intimidating? Was another question. Like, was he overbearing when he was in scene?
I'd say so. I mean, like I said, the voice does a lot for it.
Yeah, the voice. The minute he kicks out the void powers, though, it was like, what's he gonna? Oh, he's just gonna pop us out of Warframes like we're fucking periwinkles. Like, oh shit.
Because I wanted to invoke not quite the entire character, but an aspect of a character of Zack's, actually. The Black Knight.
I thought that voice sounded a little familiar.
This whole fucking campaign is just Nate plays Zach's characters.
Yeah.
To be fair, Ariane and Rowan are not his characters.
This is true.
What do you guys think of Rowan too? What did you think of Rowan's voice?
In the brief time he was there, it sounds like that voice hurt. I felt bad for you.
Mm.
It did hurt, but I also like it.
I like the pain.
I personally think it sounds cool, but I could be wrong.
No, I like it. I'm torn.
He sounds like he sounds like he does have like something happen to his throat.
Mm.
Like he actually was hurt. That sounds like a voice that's a result of an injury.
He actually has like the void scars that people usually have.
Yeah,
they're actually around his throat.
Uh-huh.
So, you guys have any questions or comments?
How screwed would we have been if Kira had actually attacked him before that point?
How screwed would you feel if you were kicked out of your Warframe and forced to fight someone that has the equivalent power of a Warframe?
Not good.
How screwed would you feel?
I'd feel very dead. I'd feel utterly destroyed.
Dead would be a feeling.
Pretty screwed, but Kirei was not thinking clearly.
So, there's your answer. How screwed would you be? Pretty screwed.
Pretty screwed. I don't know. Kirei. I don't think Kirei could win. She might be able to survive because her other out of suit power is become invisible. So she might be able to get away, but that would also involve leaving her Warframe behind, which would be a problem.
Mm.
I'm torn.
What are you torn about?
Because I like the idea of MT wanting to find out more about herself, but also I don't want to find out any more about her because it's just going to be bad. There's a whole reason why she probably was just like, yeah, fuck this life. I'm about to take on a new identity, and she should probably have listened to herself. I'm torn because I'm torn in character too. Like I said, the closer that MT gets to understanding who she was, the more she's just like, yeah, probably don't want this. I wanted this. I don't want this life. I want a new one.
Are you going to tell them that that Kaite and Arion basically died for you?
Oh, bitch! If they catch up with me.
Ideally. Otherwise, next session is supposed to be primarily us two chasing after MT, going, "Wait, where are you going? God damn it, get back here! There's only one way off this fucking moon."
How's Kirei gonna react to that?
That is a good question, isn't it? I was going to say that next session may begin with you having to convince Kirei not to park somewhere with Alanka and try and take a pot shot at this guy when he leaves the room.
How have we gone from last session where Yanto was the one going overly emotional and attacking people? Well, sort of. And now all of a sudden he's the arsehole trying to stop the other two Tenno from fucking off.
Remember how Kirei said that she can only feel very little or totally?
No, this is fair.
Yeah, that's the problem. She is completely infuriated with this person.
I got a cool new sword though. That was nice.
Yeah, you got Skana Prime.
Yep.
And of course, he has freaking Nikana Prime.
Yeah, what else do you think the fucking general would have?
Well, since you gave Colin Galatine Prime, yeah, I could only assume. It's a good thing Mind Spiked worked, by the way.
Yeah, like attacking him in any way and not dying was impressive.
No, I mean because if it looked like he actually was about to kill Yanto, Kirei probably would have berserked to try and prevent that.
He wasn't going to attempt to kill Yanto. He was basically just going to.
It was an intimidation. It was.
He was basically the issue. Issue a show of power.
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of wish he would have held off for like 2 more seconds because I feel like he was about to let something slip as to why I'm so fucking important to this dude.
Sorry. Had a sword to someone's throat. Wasn't going to.
I know.
Kirei will be a lot more shaken by this guy when she actually calms down and can think about it rationally. Because rationally, the very idea of what he can do and how powerful he is terrifying.
Yeah, I wanted with like his introduction to set him up as a big bad and as someone you're not ready to deal with yet.
See, I sort of expected that if we tried to fight him, he'd basically like just flatten us, and then just like we'd wake up and he'd be gone. Like he'd knock us out of our frame and then just like flatten us with raw void power or something.
That would be legit and probably what I would have done.
Which would
he wouldn't have killed you.
Right. He clearly wants us around for some reason yet.
Right. Well, I mean, you are the lens through which MT is able to observe the solar system and what's happened to it.
Yeah, I was quite impressed that if you said everything other than took care of her, like literally we're just there to give her skills. Oh, cheers. Also, I really apologize if Yanto was like tremendously blunt and shat all over the general's concept, but like he has 2 settings. It's either violence or totally dismissive comedy.
It's no, that's fine. Like you definitely played Yanto like as if he was cautiously eating his words there at the end, or like something to that effect. Like you basically he stopped that and was just like shit. Okay,
Oh, no, yeah,
we need to like actually take him seriously now. Hold on.
The minute the razor edge sword went underneath his chin, I was like, okay, shit talking over. Because either this ends with either him sticking that through my neck or Kiri making him stick that through my neck by accident.
I saved you, buddy.
Look, I've already booked a fucking no holds barred match with MT. If we get her back to the ship, I will fight you as well.
You have to find her first.
But yeah, I was trying to evoke a similar style and grace, I suppose, as the Black Knight with a overwhelming power and overwhelming force that you see in characters like, say, Vader.
Right.
To try to establish this character as this is someone that you need to deal with later when you've accumulated more things and more skills.
I'm sorry, but when you said Black Knight, I immediately just thought of the Holy Grail.
Yeah. I miss playing both versions of the Black Knight.
All right, so everyone gets an experience point.
Yay!
I'm incredibly
any final
traumatized now, just like everybody else.
Any final questions, comments?
Nate, will you hold my hand?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Nope. I do not have any.
That's all you need.
I'm gonna end the recording.